Hey guys, Aaron here, and this is the metal C&D gear review for the Blade 130X. Now, this is by Blade. Let me get my camera to focus in on this. Stupid phone. Hold on. Come on. Focus. Come on. Anyway, you get the point. It's the metal C&D gear. Their retail about $20, $22, which is honestly quite ridiculous compared to the plastic gears, which come two in a set and are a couple bucks. I believe they're $5 or something around that. And I always used to strip the plastic tail gears out. I'd go too low when I was doing my 4-point rolls, or even just doing aileron TikToks or something fairly intermediate, just not even something that hard, and just getting too low, you dump it in, you press throttle hold, but it still strips the tail gears out, and you get sick of taking everything off. So I figured I'd give these a shot. They're really expensive, so I was kind of hesitant, but I'm extremely glad I got them. All the money you spent on this will definitely save you, plus more on everything you'd spend on the plastic tail gears. Basically, I was out doing funnels the other night around my one tree in my backyard. I'm sure you guys have seen videos of my backyard with this thing. And I was doing funnels around the tree, and I clipped the tail really hard, full on, and it spun around. Went over, picked it. It freaked the AS3X out. That's what made it spin around. Walked over, checked tail gears, was all good. I was doing hurricanes about, I'd say 6-7 inches, really fast. I was like full negative pitch, ripping as fast as I could in the area I was in. And it was actually on multiple occasions. One was on a carpet, and one was on a grass field, and a grass backyard. And both times I dumped it in, I was coming across, and I dumped it in tail first. It just got too low, it bounced and hit the tail. Or hit the tail, bounced back up, and welded in. And didn't strip anything. I've had probably 8 or 9, at least 8 or 9 crashes with this. And I use the pulse battery, so it actually runs at a higher head speed, which will strip these out easier, because higher head speed, spinning faster, it'll cut through things more, or not cut through things, it'll hit stuff at a higher RPM, therefore breaking more stuff. But it's great. These metal tail gears are definitely worth the money. They're a little expensive at first. A lot of people are saying that when you run the metal C&D gear, you snap the torque tube. And I was going to run, I believe this is the D gear, which is on the output shaft. I was going to run a plastic D gear and keep the C gear metal, but so you wouldn't snap the torque tube. We were going to do that, but I decided I don't want to keep pulling it apart every time I strip this gear. So we just did it this way. I figured if I snap a torque tube, I'll put a plastic D gear on, and I'll know for later. I've had insanely hard crashes, and granted I do press throttle hold right away, but extremely hard crashes, and I'm sure there will be some in upcoming videos. And I have not cracked the torque tube, or snapped the torque tube. I haven't, people are also saying they bend their torque tube because all the flex. I believe it's possible, I definitely do, but because it's just a tiny little metal rod. I haven't snapped or bent mine yet, and these metal tail gears are definitely worth the money. Check it out. This thing is basically all stock, aside from KBDD main blades, which I was out cutting the grass with the other day, which was fun. Canamod canopy, KBDD tail blades, and Micro Heli tail pitch, or the Micro Heli tail slider, tail case, Micro Heli tail case, and the metal C&D gear. That's really it. It's basically fairly stock. So no upgrades to make sure nothing else breaks or none of that stuff. This is a straight up honest, fairly stock review. That nothing broke yet, and I've beat the crap out of this thing. Nothing stripped. Nothing. It's all good. Be warned. When you do first put this on, it feels gritty and it feels really tight. If you hover your 130X for about 30 seconds to a minute, it'll get that grittiness out, all those little burrs, it gets out and smoothens it up. And it spins extremely smooth. and works great. Look forward to many more videos on the 130, plus just other flying with the 500 and 450 and the 550 and, all the other helis. And I'll see you guys in the next video.